Welcome to Vampyr. I'll be starting a new game because that's just my personal playthrough. Now, because I want to get to the story, I'm going on story mode because well, I'm gonna start killing people. I'm not gonna be a virtuous vampire. I'm gonna be a fucked up vampire. Give me all that blood. The more lives you take, the better you get mesmerizing.
For the Red Queen under crown of stone. 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner. 1 prayer for the summoned, called by this song. 'Tis perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London. 'Tis perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's flight makes for an omen, the falling of a star a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun? What is wall but enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but a call to arms? What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death pending?
Death. Since the apple was plucked from the sacred tree, mortality was believed to be God's punishment. A righteous snare to keep mankind from ascending to the stars. They were all so
Welcome,
Death is not a wicked thing, nor some holy retribution. A true punishment would be to never know its sweet kiss. Awaken from the harshness and be born once more.
Of course you will. Good. Finally decided to stream Vampyr. It's a good game. Yeah, my grandma's potato salad would have made you fucking drool. My grandma's potato salad was the best fucking potato salad in the world, I swear to God.
Thirsty. So thirsty.
I want to see if I can spare her. No, it won't let me go past her. It's his sister.
recognize me, brother? What have you done?
Mary! Oh, no! Mary! Hold on! Please, hold on! Oh, God. Mary. No. No. This horror. It's a nightmare. No! Please, a moment, let me explain! These patrols are after me. No! No! Don't shoot! This is a nightmare. I need to get out of here. This can't be happening. Over there! No! Please, stop! I mean you no harm. What's going on? Oh, Mary. What have I done? What's all this about? Now, I can defend myself. Who are you? Stay back! But you left me no choice. Who are you? Stupid beast! Sorry. No, please, stop! Who are you? He's dead! What do you want? I mean you no harm. I need help. Die, you fucking leech! Please, listen to me. I can't make any sense of this. Shut up, beast! Who are you? What is this all about? What in God's name? I'll do the rest of the job. Just leave me. The sun. It feels like it's burning me to the bone. I need to find somewhere to hide. Right now! Let me go! I need to find shelter. Is anybody there? What is this place?
You watching or no? Well, then who is watching? Nobody now.
Abandoned. I should be safe enough here. Mary! Mary! Mary, I'm sorry. Whoever did this to us, I will find them.
Nice to know that I can skip things.
This is absolute madness. I've lost touch with the real.
Madness it is, as mad as the moon, who takes blinding sunlight into a glowing reflection.
That voice in my head. If I'm not mad, then it must belong to the one who made me what I am. I must find him to understand. These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
Here's the leech. Here!
My head's spinning.
Oi! Come out, you coward! Clever fucking beasts!
I'm still in Southwark. I must reach the West End. Go back home.
Over there! Die, vermin!
A strength I never knew I had.
Stupid beast!
This shouldn't be possible. Every sinew, every fiber of my being is afire. I feel like a child learning the limits of my body. My strength, my reflexes. I'm not human anymore.
My poor sister. If only I had controlled my need for blood. Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you. For what happened to us. The dizziness from the jump. I can now control it. What will London have to say to me? I've so many questions unanswered. Another corpse. Have the very streets of London become a mausoleum? The man has been drained of all blood, but I can still smell the scent of it. I follow the scent's trail. Perhaps it will lead me to my assailant. Fresh blood. The smell is so strong. This is a slaughterhouse. It's locked. Where has everyone gone? According to the blood patterns, that's where the victim was attacked. So that must be the killer's trail.
Car? At last, a little life.
Oh, God, sir. You look...
No, thank you.
Well, grab a...
I'm looking for someone who might have passed through here recently. Wondered if you might help.
It's been quiet tonight. The only other person I...
You mean he's...
Well, yeah.
I need...
Just climb...
Yes?
No. You again.
Why is it going to be a long night?
You must be new.
Do the police have any leads on a suspect?
Even before the outbreak, coppers never came round here. We're on our own. people die in these parts all the time, and no one cares.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Jack. He didn't deserve this.
This is no place for you. Prewen has several patrols roaming the area.
They do not pursue me.
But they're looking for vampires, and they're most efficient.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
I have a common objective, but I require...
I think someone is eavesdropping.
Are you certain? You might as well come in, whoever you are.
Slowly, vampire. Who are you?
I mean you no harm.
Saith the vampire. Present yourself.
I need a word. With anyone.
Well, that's something I can do for you. And who might you be?
I'm not sure that I know anymore.
Might I at least learn the reason of your presence?
That's none of your concern.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Someone is molesting people. In fact, killing them. Biting them.
The calling card of a vampire. Like you.
I've been hunted down in the streets and attacked. I'm a victim here too.
I believe you.
Then if you are not a vampire, who or what are you?
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I'm performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
What have you uncovered concerning the murders?
It started a few nights ago. Rumors of violent murders. The docs have always been, shall we say, somewhat unsavory. But this is different.
How different?
A vampire is at work here. Famished. Reckless. It must be brought to ground, and quickly.
Then help me find the culprit.
I may. If you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I followed a trail. The scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor. That explains a great deal. We're both chasing the same shadow.
A shadow, indeed. Yet I heard his voice in my head. There was a moment I believed I was mad.
You should let me handle this affair. You've no idea what you're up against.
No. I will find the monster. He is mine.
How will you do any better than I? But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions if you find the killer?
I will at last have the answers to my questions.
Then I can only wish you good hunting. And pray we shall meet again.
If Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight. Someone must know someone.
Welcome back.
I can't say
Hey, I told you.
I think you're hiding something from me.
I hide many things.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Donkey's not. Donkey's useless.
I have a few... I spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
The truth?
The drunk
What do you
dude in the
mean?
I
pub
suspect
isn't
that
helpful.
someone else was here tonight.
Completely useless.
And I don't think Tom wants to tell me about it.
I'm just the barmaid here, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor we had, then you're the only visitor we had.
I can feel your fear, madam. Please tell me what's going on.
It's William Bishop. He came in here earlier tonight and he... Well, I thought he was going to clock someone.
Why are you so afraid?
I mean, his skin. His hands. I scrubbed every glass and every chair that he touched. God, I hope it's not contagious.
What happened tonight?
He was dead drunk, as usual. But my God, his eyes. His face. He must have caught something awful. He shouted and cried. It was terrible.
Tell me about this William Bishop.
Will was a sailor who worked at the cannon factory.
Why keep it a secret?
Tom's nothing if...
I see. Tom?
Yes, Will.
I need to find him.
You could try his boat. It's up by the north.
Please describe.
What do you expect?
Thank you, Tom.
If you see it.
She's a nice person. I won't kill her. I like her.
I think drink no longer stirs me.
I will get to the bottom of this intrigue. What's been done to me, to this city. The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of... This... blood. What's this? This man... There are...
Shut that foolish mouth of yours. You ever know to be wrong about anything?
Right. No time I can remember. This one's mine! Lively! It's on to us! Fuck, it's fast!
guys!
Over there! Over there! There's one of them vermin! He's a killer!
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
I'll not betray your trust. Is this first? You see, I'll need it.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
I had a drink outside tonight already and it did not quench my thirst. I must have more.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
an honorable man. I could have saved him.
This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood. Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What is Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back. But I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stone, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it! I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain.
He's basically your character's fanboy right here.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again. From a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this... affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
I'm gonna check to see if there's any DLCs for this game. One DLC. Hunter's Heirlooms DLC. It's just for items.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy?
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
Now, it's my turn.
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the seed of life. Drink at this river, dry it all.
Oh, come on, you...
Sir.
You think...
Insulting a good Samaritan.
All right.
Yes. Follow me.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
In the back, you bastard! Didn't have the guts to fight me. Fuck you. I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
To taste a life, to embrace its most intimate secrets. Such a burden, such a divine sin.
I apologize.
You
Thank you, no.
Dr. Swan...
Thank you.
Yes, Dorothy.
I would like... If...
Second floor.
And Miss...
I gave him a...
What kind?
Well, you accepted...
It's...
You'll get to know...
Apologize.
Dr. Swan...
Thank... Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research. This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin. Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Nothing fun.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
Dr. Swansea asked me...
Yes, Nurse?
I'm so sorry.
A crisis?
Our supply...
What type of...
You have been away...
I may have a solution.
However, do...
If combined...
The storeroom...
Perhaps I should look...
It's the large...
The abandoned... It's locked, all right.
You are going to reveal all your secrets to me, even the darkest thoughts in your heart.
They belong to you now.
The life running in your veins. This dead flesh needs it.
Oh, please spare me, Dark Queen. Spare your obedient slave.
Kinky. That's kind of kinky.
It's locked, all right.
Time had lost its effect on me, but the suffering continues.
He doesn't like me. That doctor does.
Good evening.
No, I don't want to.
I suppose...
Yes.
Could you at least...
Mortimer.
How painful.
It's so painful.
I'll let you...
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
I never could keep anything from her.
Good...
I don't know.
I see.
I'm Harvey.
Tell me.
Strickland and...
What do you mean?
I often... I'm just a
I was more...
I'm a carp.
Are you... Well, I won't lock...
Are you sure you don't...
In other circumstances... Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick.
Oh, sweet girl. Leaves me like a book. I never could keep anything from her.
Holy shit, that's effective. Wow. Hon, you there? Bean.
I cannot enter.
What happened? Who are you?
It's all right, sir. You're safe now.
Oh, a fellow Englishman.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, it's a cesspool, but it's mine. I came to collect some overdue rent, but those who still live here have gone completely bonkers.
You're very lucky.
Yeah, filthy immigrant.
You can find safety of sorts in White.
Said it wasn't gonna be a nice vampire. Or a virtuous one.
Was I that evil to deserve such punishment? My only regret is that no one will mourn me.
200
I have never been loved.
fucking shillings, holy shit. Hell yes. That's some fucking loot right there.
Braille. I need someone who can read this.
Huh. 8 people playing GT Sport with you? Cool. I just said that. You got 8 people with you.
This is despicable.
I'm exploring the gaming experience. I got 200 shillings for killing that dude. Hey! Being bad pays, apparently. Especially as a vampire. Oh yeah. You know, there's good and bad vampires. If you can get a good vampire to be an assassin for you, you're gonna have an unkillable assassin right there. Plus they'll come back more powerful and be like, hey, here's the dude you asked me to kill is dead. Can I have my pay now? Sure. It's like, hey, now I can go buy some shit that I need. Cleanse the streets of the scow.
It's locked, all right.
More and more of you blood leeches every night. Aye? Over there!
It's locked.
See them fancy nuts?
This man stunned me with his face. His crucifix. This is not good news. I cannot enter.
look so pale, my lord. Don't be shy, handsome. What can Christina do for you?
I'm not looking for what you're selling. But I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reed.
All right then, but be quick. Though I usually get paid when I open my mouth.
Do you need any assistance, Miss Popper?
It depends on the price of your medicine.
I am shocked that you would think I am that sort of man.
Forgive my suspicion. I'm so used to liars with good manners. Thank you, sir.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Anything you can tell me about her would be helpful.
I don't know her, but I know her name is Dorothea Crăciunescu. She came from Romania like me and many others.
You seem to respect her.
Dorothea helps the sick people of Whitechapel. Everyone should respect that.
Christina, have you been examined? The epidemic is spreading fast in London, and you could be exposed, or expose others.
I don't like doctors or hospitals, but I don't like you asking questions.
You can put your own life in danger, that's your decision. But what about your clients? If you're contaminated, you will put them in danger too.
And you think that would worry me? If you knew the men I deal with, their health would not...
Considering your line of work, I assure you it is only a matter of time before you have health issues.
If it is going to happen, it will happen. Right now, I need money. That's what's important.
Tell me about yourself.
Are you joking with me? People don't usually come to see me for conversation.
I have no interest in your work. I am, however, curious as to what led you into this career.
Short story. The war, exile, and England. This country is not especially welcoming. I've been refused many jobs because of where I am from. I had few options left.
I always thought I was the master of my own fate. But now I know we don't always have control over our lives. I don't judge you.
You know, this money is not only for me. I have good reasons to need this money quickly. But it is not your concern, Doctor.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
She's nice enough. She'll live.
Forgive my interruption.
Do not apologize, my son. Father Tobias Whitaker is always happy to teach mortals about the incoming Armageddon.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed, and I just have a few questions.
A scientist? You are much more lost than I thought, my son.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like the liberal ideas of nurses, but I especially abhor that Nurse Crane you mentioned.
Why do you hate Nurse Crane more than other nurses?
Before coming to London, she was a member of the communist resistance in our country. That's what happens when you let a woman get involved in politics.
So, you're not exactly a fan of Florence Nightingale's work. But nurses are essential for modern healthcare.
Nuns should be the only women allowed to take care of male patients. It's obvious only they have the necessary moral fiber.
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences. And most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
Well, you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
Well, I suppose I can spare a few minutes listening to your so-called truth.
As a doctor, you must be aware of the decimating epidemic. But let me tell you that this so-called Spanish flu is just the beginning of the end.
What do you mean?
The beast is finally revealing itself, corrupting the flesh and the heart of men. With my own eyes I have seen them, those minions from the abyss.
Really? And what would be your answer to this biblical threat?
We must fight the disease before this legion outnumbers us. But not with scalpels and microscopes. No.
What is left then?
Cleansing fire.
Tell me, Tobias, what exactly is your plan concerning the cleansing of this city?
God will recognize his own. More than once this city has risen from the ashes, hardened and purified by the flames.
Purification by fire has proved useful, but where do you stop? Burn the clothes? The buildings? The corpses? Worse?
Your lack of faith is predictable. But my task is to convince rational minds like yours to see the light. This is God's will.
You're mad and dangerous. You're nothing but a soulless butcher. A small-time Torquemada. The Savonarola of Whitechapel.
My son, if you think salvation is a free gift, go listen to the lies of that pompous fool, Joseph.
Joseph, a fool?
Vicar Larrabee of St. Mary's Church. While he continues preaching his fraudulent redemption, more and more people die in the streets.
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists,
quite.
But you?
I am. Have you any friends? Any family left in these terrible times?
No. But I have a disciple I see as my son.
You sent him on some preaching crusade during the epidemic.
As a true believer, Samuel will fear no evil while he walks through the valley of the shadow of death.
Where did you send him?
I sent Samuel to the stone bridge.
I have heard enough.
Welcome, sir.
I am Doctor...
Doctor?
Have you heard of...
Nurse Crane? So the bitch really is...
Yes, she's a nurse, and quite a good one. What did she do to gain such notoriety?
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name. Something like Dorothea Craniu. Something like that. Came to England fleeing the war, I was told.
That doesn't explain why she irritates you so much.
Your precious Nurse Crane gives away medical supplies and prescriptions for free. I offered to sell it for a fair cut, but no. Miss Crane wanted to play the quiet saint.
Right then. Show... You never... How is business around?
Business?
I see.
It's no secret. What do you mean,
Have you been?
No.
Violent?
Yeah.
Where did the...
In a closed work.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Nobody at home. There's nobody here.
When science fails you, this elixir will give you...
Good evening, miss.
Good evening.
Actually...
Then you have...
Oh.
Ah,
Do you know...
I don't like to talk...
Competition?
Never met her, but it seems she provides some...
Tell me.
The region itself...
What do you...
Most of them...
Is there...
Cadogan Bay.
I'd like to see what...
It's all a bloody joke to you, isn't it?
What? Shooting a boy in the middle of the street. Not the best thing to do, wouldn't you say?
What? You saw what happened? Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No.
I have...
Oh, I see.
The gang's recruit...
I love my help.
Whatever...
I swear I didn't...
Do you know...
Funny.
Really?
Would it?
What?
Nothing to...
You mean...
Yeah,
You'd...
I'll sense it.
Perhaps...
I'm sick.
You don't seem well.
I always...
A gun? Up.
Me? I'll not die in some piss-stinking alley reeking worse than a week-old lavvy.
Are you all right?
The bastard hit the wall next to me.
If you've been hurt, I can help.
Name's Albert.
What happened?
Hey!
All right.
Sod off, miss.
It's true.
I said...
Do you...
Never heard of her.
Do you need assistance?
Please.
I will see you later. Goodbye, young man.
The wet boots will be proud of me.
Its effectiveness has been proven by many.
Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid. Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
Hello, young man. I'm Dr. Reed, and I would like to ask you a few questions. May I enter, please?
Sorry, no, sir. My father does not like people entering our house, you see.
Your father is worried about you, boy. He asked me to look for you.
So my father actually worries about me then? Okay then. Come on in. I'm Harry, by the way. Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
So,
I'm not bothered.
do you need any medical help, young man?
Yes, I do.
How do you feel?
I'm fine. My father is an idiot.
Forgive my...
Why should I?
You have a room?
That's exactly...
Forgive my...
Why should I?
You have a room?
That's exactly...
If life here is...
I don't...
So that's why you stay at...
I'm not afraid of disease.
Do you know no...
Yes, I know her.
Goodbye, young...
Even my dreams are soaked with glue.
It's locked.
Hi.
Hello. I didn't know you were on. Oh, yeah.
What?
Nothing.
You sound a bit drunk.
Alright, let's see. Alright, McDonald's muffins taste okay.
Steady, boys, we've got kill it!
Somebody help! What do you want? Somebody help!
Are you all right, miss?
I don't know. Who were those people? They wanted to kill me. Why?
They've lost their minds in the epidemic. They won't come back for now.
You seem to know a lot about them, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm investigating this disease.
I am Xiaoxun. Thank you so much for helping me, Mr. Reed. I must go to the cemetery now. Goodbye. Maybe later.
Carnage. His father Whitaker's disciple. This man's far too old. No. By the look of his clothes, this man's a doctor. It's all right.
Who's trying to beat up their mic?
Excuse me.
Oops.
Excuse me. Holy shit.
Alright, let's see how much VR is in GT.
Where's my phone? Here it is.
I think the VR in this game is really limited, actually.
My name is Xiao Shun. This is...
I do apologize, Xiaoshun.
Yes, I am.
You realize you...
Why?
But you're not dead. There is a difference between visiting the dead and staying with them.
You sound like you're no stranger to the pain I feel.
Let's just say, I too have a good reason to visit cemeteries at night.
Please accept my
Are you on...
I have... Thank you.
Tell me how...
Matthew died of the Spanish...
At this time...
The worst thing is...
Did he hide?
Matthew was a smiling...
Are you...
I have family...
I've seen many...
Thank you.
How do you feel? Physically speaking, I mean.
I'm as well as can be expected, Doctor.
You realize...
Why?
But you're not...
You sound...
Let's just...
Please...
The Spanish flu may be the worst disease mankind has ever faced. Why are you blaming yourself?
You don't understand.
What the fuck is going on?
I didn't know he was so sick. I didn't realize...
As harsh as this sounds, we are...
I never said goodbye to Matthew.
Are you a doctor yourself? Is this why you feel so guilty for not saving your sick husband?
No, I am not. But I still need to blame someone for Matthew's death. And who else if...
I'm a physician. One of the best in the country. But I was unable to save my own sister, Mary. She died in my arms.
Why tell me this? Is it supposed to make me feel better?
No. But I wanted you to know that you have done nothing wrong. Unlike me.
May I ask what caused the death of your sister?
You could say she was also killed by a terrible disease. A disease I have sworn to fight and cure, no matter how long it takes.
Thank you for sharing that with me, Dr. Reed. Maybe it's time we start to rebuild our lives, you and I.
Oh, she's making me smile.
Do you know, nurse?
Sorry, I don't...
You should go home now.
I think you're right.
Thank you for your company, Xiao.
Maybe I'll see you again in White.
Goodbye for now.
The world has gone completely mad.
Does this guy have a rear window? No, it doesn't. Huh. Excuse me. I wish I could flip those switches. Well, you can do a time trial and you can do a... I don't know what, but... You can't play the entire game in VR. It's not... Yeah, but it still is like you're driving, looking at a big screen, that's all. It's not like... So you have VR showroom, so you can look at a car. VR time travel. VR drive. Let's see what VR drive gives me. Dragon Trail. Colorado Springs. Do they have any? Lots of Japan, US, British, German.
Samuel isn't here. I had better follow the blood trail.
Tokyo.
As I feared, Samuel no longer preaches the good word. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Is this like a car I own or not? Excuse me, I don't get it. Charger SRT Hellcat 15. Wow. The fucking screen drift in this game is insane. Holy shit. Oh fuck, where'd you come from? Oh yeah. It's too bad though. Oh, okay. I need to change that. How do I change that? Damn it.
Look lively! It's...
That is annoying. Fuck.
Good evening, Mr. Whitaker.
His father,
I have found Samuel, your disciple. I am afraid I have bad news.
I already expected the worst. He should already have come back. He is...
Yes, he is now. The epidemic took him.
Samuel steadily made donations to our cause. He would have rewarded you himself if you'd found me in that awful cemetery.
Don't you fear getting sick?
I've been touched by God.
I have had enough of it.
Sir, step away! There's one of them vermin!
You've worked many thanks.
No, that's seriously disappointing.
Good evening.
I'm okay.
Do you need
I officially give Gran Turismo a fail in the VR. Doesn't yeah, but you can't do anything really, except for some like.
Tell me about it.
I don't want to.
I have to go now.
Like, it would have been good if it was the entire game.
I have to go now. Good evening, madam.
It's my son.
I'm Dr.
I'm Beatrice.
What do you think?
I have had the...
Is there something in...
Some of this...
What?
Not much.
I'm
a teacher.
Are you really?
Yes.
Tell me more about your...
The ambulance driver was...
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son.
Let's see. Ace Combat.
She
VR. I
charged.
should try that one.
Yes.
I share your concern.
I don't expect...
Do you require...
I have other
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
Good evening.
Wipeout has VR
Is
too.
there anything? I'm all right.
But I think it's very basic. Once again.
Goodbye for now, Mr.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Ellen. As for me, what a blundering idiot.
Dr. Reed,
For how long?
I first volunteer.
And before.
If you must.
Well,
Not.
What about?
Dr. Reed.
How is the?
Everybody what?
What?
This
Can you be?
Well.
Oh yeah, I want to try Firewall 0 Hour. Where the hell's my gun?
I'll
Hang
see
on.
you later.
There it is. You know what? I don't know if I can find it. Hang on a second.
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
Missed. Maybe if I get this thing further down my throat, I can... Missed again. Got to get this thing right down my throat, and then... Some guys just can't do anything right. The George Sanders School of Suicide is currently offering a 2 for the price of 1 deal. During our Crazy Day sale, for just $2,000, you and a person of your choice can receive our complete suicide course, which includes all of the extras, such as will witnessing, free cleanup service, and yes, we'll even take care of that suicide note for you. Let's listen in now to another satisfied customer who has completed the course and is about to do himself in.
It's McLean and McLean.
There isn't a...
Forgive me.
I'm not some doe-eyed... Stu, please.
The Pembroke spoke discretion.
And you would like...
Accepted.